Hello, everybody, and welcome to Bat Friends Beyond, episode number 123. It's 123. I'm one of your hosts, Chris, alongside the world champion, Joe. How we doing, Joe?
See, I don't get the Pete Holmes Awards. I don't speak until I am introduced.
Is that what the Pete Holmes Award is?
Yeah, just the first person that talks without proper introduction.
No.
Or, depending, it's been a while. Oh shit, did I not? Okay, that's something I gotta do. It also might be that speaks before being spoken to.
Do we want to announce our new YouTube channel?
No, that's a surprise because we cannot promise until we can deliver. We need to get like a printout of every item so that we can like scratch it off as we do it.
So this can be done.
Oh yeah,
I have access to printers.
We've invested more time and money into stupider ideas. At least we get to eat for this one.
What makes me happy about this is none of you know what the fuck we're talking about.
But we're super pleased with ourselves, so please leave shitty comments in the YouTube video.
Talking to you, poop ass.
I just pooped my pants.com.
Movie poop shoot. So, Joe.
Movie poop shoot.
We are about to watch season 1.
Are we?
Episode 8.
Really?
Of Batman Beyond. Titled Dead Man's Hand.
Oh, shit.
This is written, once again, by Stan Berkowitz.
Mm-hmm.
But this time directed by Dan Ribba.
Ooh.
Ribba.
So when my phone blew up, I had to resubscribe to all my podcasts. And I just now realized, because of Pete Holmes, that I never resubscribed to Douglas Movies, and that made me sad.
This sequence made me think of you.
Why? Because I'm fat?
No.
Oh, because the rich
should have gotten a bigger boat.
Ha 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 ha. Oh, it's the Royal Flush Gang. Truly, they're the army of the proletariat.
Come here to steal your jewels with my sword. We're on flying playing cards.
Okay.
See, this episode knows what's up because that's obviously a government agent.
Yep.
And of course, the rich yacht would have government agents on it.
That's true. The Royal Flush Gang have many of the Ninja Turtles weapons, so clearly they're big Ninja Turtle fans. There was a Psy. He has a...
That's a dick joke.
It is a dick joke.
It is. Have you seen the meme going around with the big flashlight and the little flashlight?
No.
And the big flashlight only has a little bit of light coming out of it, but the little flashlight has like a really bright light coming out of it.
Okay.
And it just says at the bottom, ladies, just hear me out for a second.
Because they're going to fuck the flashlights?
Yes.
Okay. Checks out.
No, because it's a lot of guys with little dicks.
Gotcha.
Just like this one.
So what they're saying is that guys with little dicks come a lot, which is not necessarily a good thing in sex, especially if you're giving oral. Because I speak as someone that apparently comes a lot.
Can you bring receipts?
Yep.
All right. It's going to be our first live phone call on the podcast.
Hey, you're on the podcast. Do I come a lot? Joe, I'm at a funeral. Answer the question. I actually don't mind this episode, but it's just, he's fighting the Royal Flush Gang. What do you want?
Yeah, it's a fun episode. Especially, so the 10 in the third comic series, so the most recent one, becomes Batwoman.
Wait, what happened now?
10 of the Royal Flush Gang has a relationship with Terry.
Oh, okay. You're saying like in the comics. I got you.
In the comics, she becomes Batgirl. Or Batwoman.
Okay. Right on.
Yeah.
So, I like Doug Loves Movies. He still has it, because of the world. He hasn't gotten back to doing a lot of live shows. This sequence makes me laugh. I don't care. Like, it's just so 90s.
Yeah.
And just, to the fishnet douchebag, like, oh, this makes it easier to animate. But anyway, so he hasn't had a lot of live shows, and like at first I tried, and I appreciated the effort of him doing like Zoom shows and shit. But it's just one of those podcasts, the way he does it, where like the energy from the crowd is what you want.
Yeah.
So I just skip these shows that aren't in front of a live audience. And that's fine, because like that's where I'll come back. But that's why I didn't notice, like, oh, didn't resubscribe to him, because there haven't been a lot of episodes I was listening to anyway.
So that's how Hollywood Babylon is.
Yeah, makes sense.
And they stopped doing episodes, and then they did this like commentary thing, which I didn't care about. Then they came back to the house episode, and I listened to it because it's been like almost 2 years. Mm-hmm. I was like, yeah, it's not the same. It's not good.
Why do people hate NFTs?
But then last week they put out an episode, it might have been 2 weeks ago, but whatever, where they actually were back in a comedy club doing it.
Yeah.
And I almost cried. I was so happy because it's one of those things that I lost to COVID.
Yeah.
And now it's like, it's not back like every week, but like it happened again. And it was like all the same stupid beats and like jokes, and yeah.
And it's not, I don't blame anybody. Like, again, like with Doug, where it's like he'd have to travel. I think he might have actually gotten COVID when he was doing some small traveling again. So like for him to be like, clubs don't want to book me, blah, blah, I get it. It's fine. I don't blame anybody. Like, do what you got to do, guys. But
well, apparently some of those clubs are doing a lot of podcasts. A bunch of them are comedy clubs, and the comics started getting pissy about it.
Oh, this is do that, but you won't have us?
Well, even prior to COVID, they were like, so we lose stage time to these fucking podcasts? Like, that was kind of their thing. So some of them, in order to keep talent, are now telling podcasts to shove off.
I mean, the solution there isn't to do that. The solution there is, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure comedy clubs are dark a few nights of the week because stand-up is usually popular Thursday, Friday, Saturday, not even Sunday necessarily. So it's like, you do the podcast on Sunday because that's a day that comedians wouldn't be on the stage. But what do I know?
There's also the problem of if the show is big enough, they might want to do the Friday. Like, they might want their show on Friday.
Sure, but that's where you just, you work out your deal with whatever it is.
There's just a truth at some point where there's only one prime time. Like, there's only one period that, like, is perfect or that people prefer.
But that's just it, where it's like, as a club, you have the communication. Especially if it's someone that's more local. Traveling is one thing. Where it's like, hey, Sundays suck. So, like, you guys are big enough, you'll draw people, it'll help us out, and, I can figure in for a weekend down the road if you help me out here. Be people about it, you know?
Because I think the Improv in LA was one of them.
And that's also one thing where it's like, Yeah, so Terry wants his dick to get thawed by a criminal.
Oh, so the entire moral of this episode is that Terry's a better Batman because he can get his dick thawed.
It's true. By a criminal.
Yes. But also, there's multiple women in this episode that are willing to thaw his dick. That's and
I think I used that somewhere else. Like, not even in podcasts. I just said, like, oh, yeah, he's looking to get his dick thawed.
There's also a moment in this episode that proves me right. And when we get there, I will let you all know.
About what?
About a long-standing villain.
Oh, God. You sure? I'm sure. Dad.
I went to text you the other day.
Oh, boy.
About recording tonight.
Yeah.
And we didn't text each other in a while because we've been running into each other in person.
Yeah.
And I forgot about the issue of whatever Batman comic it was recently, which brought me back to the show because he once again dressed up as Killer Croc.
Yes.
Proving once again you should cancel Batman.
That's a cool sword.
It's Excalibur. He wants to be King of England.
Tis a silly. King Aaron, I remember voting for you. You do not vote for your king.
There's a moment we missed here that I love where Bruce is explaining to Terry who the Royal Flush Gang is.
Yes.
And how everything they do is card related.
Yes.
And Terry just looks at him and goes, well, how do you explain the yacht? And Bruce just looks at him as if he's an idiot. And is like, yacht club?
Yeah, Bruce is a dick. Got him! I don't know what it is. I guess it could be a reference. Like, her being 10 just bugs me. I don't know why. I mean, I get it. There's only so many face cards. I get it. But, and I mean, she's supposed to be super hot, so her being a 10 is, okay, it makes sense too. But, like, I don't know.
I didn't make that connection. That's a good one.
Yeah. It's right on her tit.
Yeah. She's only got one.
It's true. Because the other side is Shadow. And here's the thing. As much as I bitch about black and white, like, at least for them it makes sense.
Yeah. I like the Royal Flush Gang's design in this universe.
Yeah.
Aha!
Well, I think technically, as far as the DC animated, this is the first appearance of the Royal Flush Gang.
First time we've seen them.
But I think, like, I don't think they appeared in the animated universe before this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is the first time we've seen them.
Yeah.
So, and I think we've watched.
We didn't watch Superman.
Well, we watched Superman, yeah.
But they're not Superman villains. We need them in HeroClix. And we gotten made in like 12 years. Because if you're going to make one, you got to make all of them.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just a jerk.
It'd be great if they like just made 10.
Dude, the stuff where they've done that. Actually, when they did JLU, they just made young Ace.
He's dead.
Whoa, that's a sword. That is a very phallic image to be throwing at your daughter.
They are royalty, so.
Cold-blooded. Oh, my leg. All right, you crybaby. I'll get you to a hospital.
Well, thanks, asshole. I'm late for my date.
Stupid. Fight crime.
Throw that dick.
And my dick's wet and cold. It's gonna get pneumonia. It's gonna get dick pneumonia.
No, I'm late.
I mean, she's late too, so you know that should work out. But rage. Yeah, look at that skirt. Doesn't even work. That's how physics work. Yay, we're both late. That's a weird thing to celebrate. She has like blonde white girl dreads too.
It's hot.
Calm down, Chris. She's a high schooler.
Got some blue eyes, and I'm all in.
She's a high schooler.
You know what they say, Joe?
Nope. I don't know what they say, because I am not a pederast.
I love you, Terry McGinnis.
We've only known each other for a night, and I have a really broken home life, but I think this is for real. Hey, where the fuck you going with my jacket? Bitch, give me my jacket back! She's a thief. All women are thieves, Terry. Terry, where's your jacket? It's the fucking thermos all over again.
Terry, you know what you did wrong? You didn't tell her your deep, dark secret.
Tell her your dad's dead. Chicks really do it when you tell them your parents are dead.
Just write a Bruce Wayne advice column.
Batman would.
Batman never got laid, Bruce.
It's true. One night always makes a difference. One night changed my life. I mean, that's true.
We get it. Your parents are dead.
Where's your jacket?
It's raining outside.
That was a ridiculous neckerchief.
And then she doesn't even have it. He has a I didn't notice the monocle the first time.
I did. I think what her mother's wearing is completely outrageous.
This is a gentleman and a scholar. So do you remember when...
And then why is Ace, or whatever he is, Spade there, I don't know. Why is he just never out of costume? Like, that's the question I have this whole time. Like, it's family. Why does he not take his mask off?
Because he's really just a mutant, and nobody wants to acknowledge it.
Or a robot. Men come and
Do you
go.
remember when every podcast had the Warby Parker ads?
I don't, but I believe you because I've seen Warby Parker on Hulu.
Okay,
So same concept.
So you're aware of what Warby Parker is?
Yes.
The one I listened to, because when you got the sponsorship, you could get free glasses.
Yeah.
And none of them wore glasses. So the one guy was like, well, let me have your the free glasses code, and I want to get Warby Parker monocle. So he got a bunch of monocles.
Shut up. That's amazing. How did you get his jacket back? Terry, how'd you get your jacket back?
He got laid, that's how.
No, because they haven't seen each other.
That you know of.
Them curves don't lie.
My question, so when she eats, where does the food go? Because it just kind of
Bold of you to assume she eats.
goes straight to her ass. In all the best ways. I call the GCPD.
Crime. I'm hacking cause crime. So remember how we had that conversation years ago when we were recording this podcast? And the one guy's like, well, they had cell phones in Batman. I think he was remembering this. Which was set in the future. Because people are dumb.
Terry doesn't even have a smartphone.
Hey! Here's the jewels. Oh no, it's the wrong flush guy. Look at the jewels. I love that you never met that person, but because I've told you that story, you crack up at me doing it. You look almost disappointed. No, Batman. I had a special card for him. It's got a skull on it. It's because I'm clever. You know that skull you always play with in poker? Get it?
The Punisher. I want to punish him.
It's my Punisher card. Oh.
Can I just
Smells like poo gas.
Can I just tell you real quick how dumb I think the new Punisher logo is?
Isn't he? But see what because I don't read any of this shit. I don't care.
Yeah.
But someone commented that like what they're doing with him right now is he's trying different logos. So it's not even like this is the logo. It's just like it's one.
It's so fucking bad. The problem is the Punisher logo is perfect. Like you can do the things with it
Because it's simple.
but it's perfect. So the way I take it, because I'm not a cowardice corporation, is I would just own it and tell everybody who's misusing it to fuck off.
And then he died
Yes.
because he's on fire.
Jesus. Must have missed that part. Something about her that's
You
familiar.
smell like pussy. Now that explosion was big enough that it had to hit them as well.
No, they're rich. They're fine.
Hey, this is my flying card ride. Get it? Like a flying carpet, but it's a card.
Oh no, it's a cop with a gun.
Shooting an innocent young girl out of the sky.
What happens?
Cop in a feel. Cancel Batman. He's still in costume. Everybody else got to change into their clothes. He's still in costume. Why? I want to know why.
This is it right here. These things I said. I'm sorry. I just really wanted to get laid.
I understand. Let me tell you about a woman named Selena Kyle.
Yeah.
But see, I always let her go. Because I'm not a pussy.
Has something like this ever happened to you? Let me tell you about Selena Kyle.
Will Friedle. We love you. I love you. I can't speak for
Batman
this.
created by Bob Kane. And only Bob Kane.
You can eat shit and die.
I'm honestly, in the world we live in today, a little surprised that they haven't gone back and like changed that.
Because no one said anything.
Yeah.
Like they haven't like you can tell they haven't touched up this in general.
Yeah. Hashtag cancel WB. Let's get this fixed.
Sure. I'm sure Warner Brothers has done nothing else to deserve that, so
No.
it's fine.
No. This is the most important thing.
Oh, that was the thing, and I could because I can't see because the subtitles. Apparently, in this episode, at some point, Bruce, because they wrote it in all caps, Bruce told Terry, "Don't dramatize," and my reaction was, "Don't dramatize, Mister. My parents are dead. Don't dramatize, Mister. I am the night. I am vengeance. You overdramatic queen."
So, let's see.
That cracked me up. What?
It's a few more episodes in the future. What are the odds that you go see Sparkly Batman?
Oh, I'm not going to go see Sparkly Batman.
Okay.
I don't give a shit about that movie. It's impossible for me to give less than a shit about that movie.
I was going to see if you wanted to do a special episode for it, but...
No. If we got paid, yes. No, I am not paying money to see that garbage. Fuck. I think I had to see the trailer for that because it was before No Way Home 2.
Yep.
Yeah. So I saw that. And I'm just like, it was the first time I'd seen any of the trailers because I'd been avoiding it because fuck that movie. And not even because of Pattinson, I'm like, just sick of it. And then I watch it and I'm like, I'm fucking sick of this shit. We get it, your fucking parents are dead. Move on. Have a drink. I love, though, because my one buddy who like, fuck Twilight, but I have no real emotion left for it. Like, it's just a joke for me at this point. He really still hates Twilight. And he loves fucking Batman. And it's really fun to watch him hate this fucking movie.
I just get joy calling him Sparkly Batman and watching the Batman fans rage about it. Be like, yo, Patrick's good at this and that. And
Cool. What I love is, that's what I say though, that I love that, like, the biggest Batman fan I know in my life, when you say that, it's just like, yeah, fuck Pattinson. Like, he's like, people are like, oh, Pattinson's good. It's like, yeah, and he was also just shitty in Twilight. Like, he's still just a shit actor. But I don't know. I don't care. I have no reason to watch this, just like I have no reason to watch a Joker or Aquaman. But yeah, shit. I don't care. I have good things to watch.
It did like the Apes movie that Reeves made before this, so on that alone, I will give him a shot. And, you know, I do a show about comic books, so I should probably watch it.
I guess. Didn't watch Eternals. Hashtag cancel Runt.
Yeah. That's probably because I hated all the stuff in it. Speaking of hating things,
Yeah, all the good stuff, like Jack Kirby. Swine. All of you, swine.
Joe, speaking of hating things, where can people find you on the internet?
JoePank.com, JoePanc.com. One of these times I'm going to say it as fast as possible. Tonight is not that night because I'm hungry. I haven't eaten in 12 hours. Follow me on Twitter, @CthulhuHolmes, @JoePank. You follow me on Instagram @JoePank36. If you want to support my other show, you can go to patreon.com/JoePank. Give me $2 a month. I should just say it in an outrageous accent because nobody does it, so it doesn't matter what I say. You get the other show, Joe Meet World, up to 3 days early, uncut and unedited, as well as the entire backlog. I would make the entire backlog publicly available, but I don't know how to do that. So you beat the Patreon, and you get all of it. I tried to, it didn't work, I don't know. It's silly, I know. Go to enjoyyourfrozendick.com. I pay for that thing, so you should use it. I'm going to have new designs up and, whatnot. Maybe this is my new thing. I just do my plugs in a character voice. I forget what happens. I don't know.
Chris is gonna have a new shirt soon.
That's it. There's going to be 2 new designs. I said this. I tell you people. They go banana.
Maybe I'll get a pillow too.
All I ask is if you get the pillow, you send me a picture, like of you canoodling it. So that other podcast I told you Chuck and I were going to do. At one point he's like, "Oh, so we do it like as characters, like Australian." I go, "No, I cannot do an entire podcast as a character." But maybe I can. I don't know.
I'm just thinking about like bringing a woman over to my place. And just
so here's what would be funny about that situation. So yeah, did you say it on here? I don't know. Where you live right now? There was at the other podcast. I can't remember.
That was another podcast, but I'm referring to once that's over.
Oh, because what I was going to say is, if you were to get a woman to that place and she was cool with that, but the pillow was too much, I personally would be proud. I was really good.
I'm just thinking,
I was like, oh, this is annoying everybody me doing this voice.
And the fact that people don't know what the pillow I'm referring to is, in the heat of that moment, when you bring her up and you're probably fooling around on the way up and you're having a good time.
No, you're old. That doesn't happen anymore.
Okay, well let's say that's what happened. But even if it doesn't, we get in there. I doubt she's really paying attention.
She just goes to grab it to move it. And then sees what it is.
But it's just so basically my thought process is after 3 solid minutes of lovemaking.
Hey ladies, he's single. I can say it by the time this comes out.
Maybe she won't listen to this anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's single enough.
But so after 3 solid minutes, and I've finished and she's probably hasn't because I'm a man, so that's all that matters.
She's crying.
And then she just looks over and just sees this pillow with a meme on it that said with a capybara kind of faded into the background, and it just says real capybara or fish. At that point in her life, has she hit rock bottom?
I would say she may kill herself. You may be an accessory to a suicide. Please leave your YouTube comments about these outrageous accents.
For more info on my pillow, find me on Twitter at Fortress Chris. And please rate and subscribe to the show.
My pillow guy is another guy. It's not you.
MyPillow.com/Fortress Chris. That's not a real thing. Unless my pillow wants to pay me, then I'll pimp your show. I don't give a fuck. I heard you did a lot of crack. You sound like a cool dude. I need to get out of this episode. So bye, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Pupas!